Mr. Singh, good to have you on the show. Thanks very much for taking out the time. Was telecom either way seen as a red flag sector, or is there going to be heightened concern about the risk of defaults there?
Yeah, because of the recent, after this Jio offer, there is a lot of consolidations, mergers happening in the sector. And of course, the weak players certainly have to go out of the market. So there is a possibility of decreasing profitability, and then the scale will really matter here. So there is a threat for, of course, the repayment also from the weak players who are small players in the market. So I think considering that only, the RBI has taken a view. Earlier also the RBI has already issued guidelines that, the board should have a policy, and when there is a stress in any sector, so the bank should go for a additional provision in that sector, so that there is no problem when the accounts really turn into NPA. So the balance sheet is not affected very much in that way. So it's there. I think telecom sector is passing through a very competitive phase at this moment after this Reliance Jio entry, and maybe so that's why the RBI must have come out with these stuff.
Right, stay with us, Mr. Singh. I do want to question you a little bit more on this, as well as what is going on with the bank as a whole. But a moment then to just address some flashes in the media space. Sun TV, and a big fillip for the company, because the Tamil Nadu-owned Arasu Cable Corporation has received the provisional digital license from the Ministry of Information and Broadcast, and this has come after a long wait of the last 5 years. Edelweiss has come out with a note saying that they perceive this as a big positive trigger for Sun TV, as now the company will be able to speed up the digitization for the state as well. It stands to gain from focusing on the GC shows, the recovery in the Telugu GC market, as well as IPL turning profitable in FY19. Those are some of the other triggers. Remember, currently they get about 2.5 crores per month subscription fee from Arasu. So this is really going to be a big positive when it comes to the overall ARPU as well for Sun TV, and better subscription growth as well could perhaps be on the cards. This has been much awaited and a positive coming in for Sun TV. The stock is duly reacting now at the highest point of the day. Apologies for that interruption, Mr. Singh, but let's talk about your exposure as UCO Bank to the stress sector as a percentage of the total loans. What does it currently stand at, and what is your provisioning policy towards these sectors?
Our total exposure is around 244 crores at the moment to the telecom sectors. And we have 4-5 accounts only with us. So at the moment, all of them are performing except one small account. I cannot name it, but it's less than 100 crores. So there in that account, which is already turned NPA, we have this NPA provision as per norms, RBI norms. For the other accounts also, we have provision like what are the RBI norms that 0.4% in this standard assets. So that's the provision we have.
So, you were looking, Mr. Singh, to sell NPAs worth about 2,000 crores. Which loans are you looking to sell? What is the plan?
This 2,000, that's last time we sold, not at this moment. What do you say? I could not get complete.
Loans are you looking to sell, or which loans did you sell? And
no, they do not include this any telecom company at the moment.
Okay, and what is the provisioning that you have done on these loans?
It's all as per the normal provisioning. We have not gone for any additional provisioning at the moment. But of course, when the RBI guidelines have come, so we will be taking up in your next board meeting, and we will discuss and decide what way we will go, whether we will go for additional provisioning or not. So we will decide in the next board meeting. Not at the moment, we are doing all normal provisioning, whatever is there for the standard assets.
Mr. Singh, one last question from my end. Given the fact that the RBI has mandated that banks can invest in REITs and InvITs, but not more than 10% of the unit's capital, would you consider investing? How do you see returns over here?
I could not get the question, please. Can you repeat it?
Well, there's the option for banks to invest in REITs and InvITs, but not more than 10% of their unit's capital. Would you look at investing here?
Of course, we have to take it to the board only. Again, we will discuss and see that what view the board takes in that respect.
You said 1,244 crores. Am I correct?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is 1,244 crores.
All right. Thank you for sharing with us all the details on the telecom space, the prospects for NPAs as well going forward. Flat as flat can be for UCO Bank in trade right now.